You know, in social media or on your phone, if you have an iPhone or whatever, things will pop up in your memories like 2 years ago today, 3 years ago today, 4 years ago today. I had an interesting memory pop up 3 years ago this week. I was in Poland working. I was over there for most of 2022 and 2023. I was working on a base there, military base in the north of Poland, up in Słupsk, Poland, near the Baltic, kind of over close to Gdansk. I was flying in and out through Gdansk. I'd work over there for 6 weeks, come home for 4 weeks, go back for 6 weeks. And I did that cycle for 2 years, which was really cool because I got to operate over there as under the CEPT agreement as Sugar Papa Stroke K4OGO. So it was an experience, just valuable experience of being a European ham, me as an American, being a European ham for 2 years. And the other thing about it is the company I was working for had rented a house that I had all to myself. So really a really cool house, great neighborhood. I mean, just amazing place. And the backyard of this place was even more amazing. It was, I had full run of the place, and it was, I call it my antenna building proving grounds, because where I live at now, I don't have a backyard. I live in a top floor of a old historic building, and I do most of my operating out portable. So while I was there over those couple years, I built a lot of antennas, a whole lot of antennas, and did a lot of videos. I've actually put a playlist down below. I just did it of all the videos I've put together while I was in Poland. And I also realized that back then, it ended right around 3 years ago this month. My subscribers were nowhere near what they are today. And so I said, a lot of people didn't see these. And I get a lot of talk about people that want to build an antenna, an easy, simple wire antenna in their backyard to operate with. The random wire antenna, and if you're not familiar with random wires, go watch one of the videos or watch this one. I'm going to put the clip of a good chunk of a video I did when I built a 35.5 foot random wire with a 9-to-1 and added an unknown to it. I'm going to show you that and the experience I had with it. I'm showing you this because I think this is a really good HOA type antenna. You couldn't see it hardly in the backyard. A thin, 20 gauge wire. I was a second floor room. I had a bedroom up with a desk over in the corner, and I would put my equipment in it, and then I would just run the wire out the top of the window out into the yard. So I built this 35.5 foot random wire antenna and was just amazed. It was just, I did it sloping with the unknown up high out the window, and then I moved it around. Then I took the coax out into the backyard and sloped it up, and just tried different configurations and made some great contacts. Just wonderful DX, and then across Europe as well. So I want to show you that. I'm going to get out of here and let you see that. I'll come back at the end and kind of wrap it up like I do most videos. But this is the heart of that video of me operating in Poland as Sierra Papa Stroke K4OGO in Słupsk, Poland, up in the north of Poland. And you'll see me building this simple wire antenna. I did this every week. I think I'll even mention in it that the week before I had a vertical up and actually made a long path contact to Australia from that backyard. So I was kind of still giddy about that. But here you go. Here is a 35.5 foot random wire vertical out a back window. We'll call it Urban Portable in Poland. And here's the antenna. This is fishing line actually going up to an insulator, and there's the 35.5 foot random wire. I've got it sloping down more now. You saw in my earlier video, I had this thing kicked over more to the left. It's up to the window, there to my 9-to-1 LDG unknown with a 6.5 foot counterpoise right below it. I still have my my InFed half wave up beside it. Not using it though, just using this antenna. My sloping random wire that I've built, 35.5 feet to an insulator. And like I said, that's
That's fishing line. I use that down to get it down in sloping. This one's a sloper now. I want to experiment and see how this thing does at a lower angle, maybe get a lower takeoff angle as well. I'll take you upstairs. Let's go up to the room there and take a look at the other end of this.
And here's the other end of the antenna coming through the window using the LDG 1-to-1 as a choke down to the LDG AT100 Pro 2 auto tuner, my FX4CR little rigs, 20 watts. Let's rock and roll. One thing I failed to mention, counterpoise lens. For 35.5 feet and smaller, 6.5 feet seems to be the answer. For longer random wire antennas, a 17-foot counterpoise is a perfect length. I've done this through, not just through research, but also through testing, and this seems to work just fine. Okay, in this configuration, I made some amazing DX contacts. I want to show you a couple. I'll give you a warning, these were pretty awesome contacts, and the audio on the other end may be a little hard to hear because it was a long ways away. I got up early in the morning, and this is what happened.
Sugar Papa, Kilo 4, Oscar Golf Oscar, you're about a 4x5 into West Virginia, West Virginia near DC, and the name is Jeff.
QSL, Jeff, the name here is Walt, Whiskey Alpha Lima Tango. You're 5x4 into the north of Poland near the Baltic Sea, and I'm only running 20 watts.
But I think the band is over much better to Russia and to farther south of what it is to right where you're located. Thanks for the call, and we'll catch you again when conditions are better. Have a good night. Sugar Papa, K4ADO from November 8th, India. Power, how much power?
20 whiskey. Your report is 5x5. 5x5.
5x5. And how many watts? How many watts are you running over?
20. 20. 20.
20, Roger?
Roger.
Roger. 73. Thank you for your patience. I got you on the rod. Thank you. Silver Hotel 6 Extra. So what do you do? You are done.
Pretty cool. That contact in North Dakota is a classic gray line contact. We were both in the gray line, and wow, what an amazing contact for me. Low power to get to North Dakota from Poland. That was a long ways, and I was really excited about that. Okay, now I took the antenna down and put it in a upward sloping position. So here's how I did it. Okay, so bad conditions have been horrible, but I wanted to do this anyway. I'm going to now slope it from the other end. So we're going to feed it from the bottom and slope this random wire antenna from the top. So I got all the parts here. I'll put this thing together and see what happens. It's 9 p.m. guys. This is what late May in Poland at 9 p.m. looks like. I mean, it doesn't get dark till almost 11 o'clock right now. People don't realize how far north I am up here near the Baltic. But anyway, here's all the parts. Let's put this thing together and I'll be right back. Okay, this has been an experience. There's my long coax in the ground to the 1-to-1 and the 9-to-1 with, I don't know if you can see it, the small counterpoise there. We had a little incident. Every pole, I brought 3 poles to Poland now, and they're all cracking and falling apart. So on the fly, I made an executive decision, and we got the wire going up to one of the other windows, supporting it. I've actually used this window for off-center fed dipole and a dipole I put out here. So yeah, nothing new. It's kind of nice. Gives me a nice
Nice angle, nice sloping random wire here in the evening to put this thing up. That's a piece of monofilament lined to a tent stake. I got a few tent stakes here too. I did the other thing on the other side. As you can see, the insulator is out about a meter or so. And I took the monofilament line up and over the window and down to the handle to tie it off. So there you go. It is aimed at 240 degrees from where I'm at, 240. So that would be long path to Australia, the VK. Now, the band conditions right now are so bad. It's just flat everywhere. But hey, who knows? I did this. Everything has a reason, right? Maybe, maybe not. We'll see. Maybe tomorrow morning when the sun comes up, I can make some contacts. Okay, band conditions were pretty bad at this point. We had a solar event that really just knocked. The HF radio was horrible through the entire weekend here that I had this thing up. I mean, bad. But what was really cool is I was able to make some really neat contacts here in Europe. And some of them with guys that I have talked to from across the pond when I was in the United States. Some really super DX contacts. This first one, you're really going to know if you're a DX or anywhere in the States, maybe anywhere in the world. This guy gets out. But it was really cool to make this contact.
Got a 5-1 Delta X-ray, short 5-1 David X-ray, QRZ.
Sugar Papa, stroke, Kilo 4 Oscar Golf Oscar.
Kilo 4 Oscar Golf Oscar.
Yeah, I'm in Poland, Sugar Papa with a prefix there. Thanks for taking the call. It's good to work you from this side of the pond. I've worked you so many times in the States there.
Yeah, where are you? I didn't get your show.
Yeah, Sugar Papa. I'm in the north of Poland near Gdansk.
Okay, perfect. Wolf SP/K40GO. Thanks a lot. Enjoy strong 5 and out with me, 59. And, well, we have a rainy evening here. Temperature close to 15 degrees. That's about 59 Fahrenheit. Go ahead.
QSL, about the same here, about the same temperature here as well. So good to get you in the log from both sides here. I'm here for 6 weeks working here, and it's good to hear you here on the bands here on this side of the Atlantic as well. Thank you so much for taking the call. I know you're working some DX. I'll get out of the way there. 73, my friend.
Okay, perfect. Well, enjoy the Europe for the 6 weeks, and I bet you will like it. Catch you on the band, Wolf 73. Thank you.
Thank you, 73. Bye-bye.
Mark Sugar 5-1 David Axram.
After that, I kept getting really good signals across Europe, and the thing was working well. Like I said, band conditions were such that even though I was just maybe pipe dreaming and hoping I would make a long path contact over to Australia or New Zealand. I've done that with verticals here with very low power and done it, but it just didn't work. But here's a quick sample of some of the other QSOs I made.
Lima Bravo 7 Foxtrot Alpha. Lima Bravo 7 Fox Alpha calling City 20.
Sugar Papa, stroke, Kilo 4 Oscar Golf Oscar.
Sierra Papa stroke Kilo 4 Oscar something Oscar 6
Yeah, it's Oscar Golf Oscar. The name here is Walt Whiskey Alpha Lima Tango. I'm in the north of Poland, near the Baltic, kind of close to Gdansk here. You're a lovely 5-9 signal here today.
Okay, Oscar Golf Oscar. Okay, well, coming through quite well into the Arctic. I'm situated about 200 kilometers north of the Arctic Circle. But I'm working remotely, my home station remotely from holiday down in Martinique in the Caribbean. So it's a bit roundabout here, but you're coming through very well. 5 and 9 up in the Arctic.
Thank you. You're 5 and 9 as well there. Thanks for taking the call. I'll let you take some others. Good to meet you, and all the best. 73.
Yeah, 73, and coming through very well indeed. Bye-bye. Yeah, I got the Sugar Papa stroke, but give me the rest of the call, please. Over.
Kilo 4 Oscar Golf Oscar.
Oscar Golf Oscar, yeah, okay, Sugar Papa stroke K4 Oscar Golf Alpha. Oscar. Thank you. You're 5 and 9 this morning, QSL.
QSL, the name here is Walt Whiskey Alpha Lima Tango, near Gdansk, Poland, an American near Gdansk. You are 5'9" as well, just 20 watts here.
All right, Walt, doing fantastically today, buddy. Big pilot, thank you for calling the Amelia Earhart station, and we'd appreciate the spot in the cluster, Walt. Take care.
So there you go, a random wire antenna. That was a fun one. I just wanted to reshare it because I know there's a lot of people. I've got just a lot more subscribers that missed that whole era of my channel, 3 and 4 years ago when I was over there. So wanted to put the playlist together, show you kind of an example of what those videos were like back then. Yeah, editing skills maybe weren't what they are now, and they're still not that great, but wanted to put it there. Also, with that said as well, I did a lot of traveling. I learned, I'm getting ready to travel now and start doing some international travel, and I learned so much back then of what to take, what not to take, what to get in a box, and that type of thing. Also, while I was over there, I picked up a lot of souvenirs and did some other cool stuff too. I did some, long wave listening. I picked up a few Polish long wave radios, and then while I was there, I took my medium wave stuff and listened to did some medium wave DXing there in the back. So it was really a great radio experience for me as well. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Also, if you see the 9-to-1 and I choked it with the 1-to-1, the LDG stuff. Anything you see this, DX Engineering, I am a DX Engineering affiliate. They support the channel. Instead of me asking you to buy me a coffee or Patreon or whatever, go buy yourself something at DX Engineering and use my link, and they support me that way. I would greatly appreciate it. Go buy your ham radio equipment. They have everything from DX Engineering. Anyway, there you go. There's the commercial at the end. I waited till the end. How about that? But I really do appreciate it. It supports me if you would consider shopping at DX Engineering. All right, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Until next time, I'm Salty Walt, K4OGO, or that one last time, Sierra Papa Stroke K4OGO. Stay salty, my friends.